In Windchill, the Thumbnail Navigator is a tool for visualizing your different CAD documents and WT parts. Let's take a look at how to use it. Here I am in a folder looking at Windchill in a web browser. To the left of the numbers for the components, you can see that there is a little image next to most of them. If I take my mouse and hover over one of those objects, the Thumbnail Navigator will automatically open. And the reason that we want to use thumbnail navigation is that, let's be honest, a lot of people are not great at naming or numbering components, so a lot of times it's helpful to be able to look at the object. And as I move my mouse through here, it will change to whatever object is currently visible. So, and it's a great way of getting a sense for what these different components are. Let me go to one of the ones over here, and let's say I want to prevent the object from changing. Let's say I'm going to move my mouse around, but I want to keep on looking at this bezel object. In the upper right-hand corner of the Thumbnail Navigator is a little lock icon. I'm going to click on it, and now the thumbnail is locked, so if I move my mouse, it's not going to change from what I am looking at. Let's take a look at the different parts of the interface of the Thumbnail Navigator. And the part that's most prominent is the image of the object in this little window. And you can spin, pan, and zoom the object in that little window. If I hold down the right mouse button, that allows me to spin it. So again, I want to point out that's the right mouse button. If you are a Creo Parametric user, you might by instinct go to the middle mouse button, but it is the right mouse button for spinning it. If you want to pan it in the little window, you're going to hold down the Control key and the right mouse button. You can see it move around. And for zooming in and zooming out, if you have a scroll wheel on your mouse, that is by far the easiest way to perform that operation. Below the little thumbnail that we have in here, you can see that we have our object information. So for example, we have the number, the name, the version, the state, and the context in which this is located. On the right-hand side, you will see where used and uses, and you can navigate to the objects in here. So for example, this is used in a subassembly. Let me click on that, and it goes to that particular object. Now this one, it doesn't have a thumbnail. As many of you know, I have a Windchill instance that's basically held together with duct tape and paper clips. I have it running on an external hard drive. The publishing doesn't work for assemblies for some reason. If it did have a thumbnail, it would be visible in this little small window, and we can see where this is used. And if I hover my mouse over the little object, it's used in an assembly called the Caliper Model 5000. And we can also see what this uses. If I hover my mouse over those little objects, it will tell me what those objects are. Let me hit the unlock icon, and that way I'm just going to click on some other different object in here. And again, I get its where used and uses. Let's go back to the one I was looking at before, to the little bezel, and I'm going to use the lock icon. So again, if it is used in a higher level assembly, you'll see it under where used. And if it is an assembly, it'll show you what components that it uses. But this again is an individual part. And also the last part of the interface, actually two more parts we'll take a look at. Here we have some different action icons. So for example, you can copy this thumbnail to your clipboard. You can click on the information icon to go to this object's information page. And then we have a button that allows us to open it up in Creo View. I'll show that in a moment. And here we can toggle from the CAD document to its WT part. And then there is a drop-down list. And when you click on this, you end up getting a pop-up menu with a whole bunch of other different commands like you would have from the object's information page. So for example, you can add it to a workspace, you can check it out, you can revise it, rename it, you can execute all these different actions from the little thumbnail. And the last part of the interface in here to take a look at, we have the buttons where you can go backwards or forwards in the list of things that you were looking at. But let's go to the open default representation in Creo View button, and now we have the object open in the Creo View Light application. So that's how you can use thumbnail navigation inside of Windchill in your web browser. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more information, please visit www.creowindchill.com. If you learned something from this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, please click the subscribe button and ring the bell to be informed when new videos are uploaded. Thank you very much.